Uh, Greetings, everyone. First, I'd like to thank the organizers for giving us opportunity to share our reading experiences, also colleagues for wonderful presentations, and I'm sure that interesting ones are coming up next as well. Also, I would like to thank Transform for giving Forset the opportunity to work on this project, which we wanted to do for a while. So, quick introduction of Forset. We focus on data communications through design and technology. We do storytelling, advocacy campaigns, educational programs, community buildings, etc., etc. Today, I'll discuss our research on technology-facilitated gender-based violence against women content creators in Georgia. This project is very unique, and I wanted to explain why it is very crucial to us. In Georgia, there has been a sharp increase in online hate speech, threats, violence towards women in politics and activism. With the rise of social media and influencer marketing, women content creators face similar risks, but they have not received the same level of attention and same level of care and support. And this gap meant that issues affecting women content creators around TFGBV have largely gone unaddressed. And these women lacked the resources, support, information they needed to recognize these challenges. Our project aimed to close these gaps by raising awareness, by providing resources and information, and fostering this development of tech-based solutions to empower women content creators. More about the research itself, we started with the focus groups to understand the needs of the women content creators. And when I say that this project is quite unique, when we even did the research, it's globally was not really so much data about this issue. I think we are the first ones who started including content creators in TFGBV matters. So this study is also deeply tied to Georgian political and cultural context, examining how TFGBV connects with political development, such as already mentioned controversial Russian law and state surveillances. So this makes our findings especially relevant to our country's context. And our main goals were to raise awareness, amplify voices, and to promote innovation. And this is just a few. There are more in the research included. So I will not stop into the definition part.
Sorry, can we have the presentation on the screen?
Sorry, I did not notice that we do not have it there, so. Yep, it's good now. Because I'm not going to stop into definition parts. I think Teona explained it wonderfully. So, like briefly, according to our research brief, the target group included the Georgian-speaking women who create content on social media platforms such as TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, and who engage in political conversations, in activism conversations. While not necessarily they are activists, but these women respond to current events and help shape public opinion. So it's through their content, through sharing a certain content. So we shortlisted 17 respondents for the study and continued interviewing through mixed online conversations, written responses, and voice memos even. And I think that ethical considerations that we had going into this research was the most important part, because we take a matter of not to do more harm, in this case very important. So ethical considerations were central throughout data collection and analysis. Maintaining data quality was essential to ensure our findings were both accurate and reliable while minimizing the potential harm to participants. And our interviewers were very well trained, experienced, discussing discussing in sensitive topics, so it ensured a respectful environment for participants as well. These are the criteria that follows here, but I'm going to go into more findings because I think this research have very insightful and important findings. One of them is that many content creator women are not familiar with the specific terminology of THGBV. They have general awareness and understanding of this, and they often shared examples of online abuse and recognized it as connection to gender-based issues. So creators are aware that digital environment amplifies harmful gender stereotypes and facilitates targeted attacks, especially against women, which can range from abusive comments to threats of sexual harassment. However, content creator women frequently do not perceive TFGBV as a form of violence, suggesting a broad normalization of this issue, and this actually lack the recognition of the that these cases could be taken legally in the hands and should be legally addressed. So hate speech and bullying, sexual harassment and stalking were the most reported forms of TFGBV, and tactics were hacking, impersonation, and unwanted messages or posting, and these were the most frequently mentioned things from the content creator women, but although they also shared their experience that anything could trigger these kind of comments and these kind of stories, they shared their own experiences rather than others, or maybe some things that they've heard. So this was also a very crucial part in our research as well. But I wanted to little bit speak about what actually enables TFGBV, and I think the anonymity part is the most important one, because in digital platforms often anonymity enables users to experience hostile without facing the immediate consequences, so it really leads to aggressive behaviors. This was also the important part when the narratives provided by content creator women highlighted the significant impact of trolls and bots and politically motivated hate speech. And I think that all content creator women stated that they experienced this. And especially when they were going to the manifestations and they were voicing their opinions in terms of ongoing political situations. So this really affected them in terms of that. And many women report that despite becoming immune to frequent online abuse, their negative comments still deeply impact their mental health and self-perception. The effects range from increased anxiety and stress to significant impacts, such could be a personal relationships and self-esteem. And research findings suggest that content creators have kind of normalized the TFGBV, and this is just not okay, and this is why we work with them very closely to deeply understand and deepen their knowledge as well. And what can be the coping mechanisms? I think this varies really, and this really much reflects the situation. So it could be proactive, reactive, but it could be technological safety, legal and information actions, social and emotional support, community management, public awareness, and just personal coping mechanisms that creators themselves have. In the research, there are lots of recommendations for content creator women, for example, to enhance their digital security, also educate their audiences. There are recommendations for NGOs to support services and legal aid, to do more advocacy and educational campaigns and capacity buildings, for state agencies to recognize TFGBV against content creators and develop specific legal protocols and collect and provide data, and also finally for media to promote ethical and gender-sensitive reporting in this matter. And following our research that I can share beyond to the research that we've written is that we saw a surge of targeted attacks and reports against content creator women, especially as they began attending the rallies, as I already mentioned, to support Georgia's European future. So for women journalists and activists, platforms like TikTok, Instagram, etc., are often not their primarily income source, but for content creator women, these platforms are crucial. This is their main job. So it's really crucial in terms of that as well. So beyond this research, we have very strong ties to the content creator women. I think they feel acknowledged in this space that we created to not be very humble at all here. And I think that have this space where they can share their opinions, feel seen, and share the problems that they have, and maybe some of them will have the relevant ones. So I think they are the support system for one another as well. And this approach of TFGBW is not very conventional, but moving forward, we are committed to ensure that women content creators are always included in the conversation of women in public life, because it's somehow a hidden problem there, but in Georgia's perspective, we saw that it was very much relevant. So as an organization, as myself, we took a responsibility in this as well. Thank you very much.